what's up you guys? It's your boy Jay. I'm going to show you guys how to make some really dope chocolate chip hazelnut cookies. Got the recipe from Giada De Laurentiis' website, and I'll show you guys how to make some really cool cookies for a party or just for your enjoyment. And let's start! Hey, what's up guys? So for the first trick that Giada says is that you take some regular old-fashioned oats, like oatmeal, rolled oats or whatever, and it's a half cup, and you want to chop them up or grind them in your processor. I'll show you guys in just a second. Alright, so you just take half cup, put it in your processor. I think you just want to make it into smaller pieces, and that's why they do that. So basically I just turn on. You guys see that? Alright, so you just want to set that aside. I like to prep all of my ingredients first and then mix it all in my blender, and I'll show you that in a bit. Okay, so the next thing you want to chop up is some Heath bars, about 4 ounces of Heath bars. I've done this so many times that I usually use 10 of these little packets of the Heath bars. So again, with the food processor, you want to break these up into small pieces, kind of like the same size as what you're using for your chocolate chips. I use mini chocolate chips, so I try to get these as small and as consistent as the other one, as the chocolate chips. Okay, you guys, so the next thing that you would prep is your hazelnuts. If you buy the whole hazelnuts with the shell around it, or the coating, it comes like a brown coating around the hazelnuts. You have to preheat your oven to 350 and let it heat up for about 10-12 minutes. This way, the husk, that's what it's called, the husk. This way, when they come out warm, you put it in a towel. You just put it in a towel and you rub them so that the husk can come off, because the husk gives a bitter taste to your cookies, but I'm lazy, so I just bought pre-chopped hazelnuts. And I think you need 4 bags, or no, you need half a cup of them. So I bought 2, each one is 1/4 of a cup. So this is still part of the prep. Again, you can buy regular hazelnuts that are husked, and all you gotta do is put them in the oven at 350 for 10 to 12 minutes, depending on your oven temperature and how your temperature works on your oven. And then when they're warm, put them on a towel, rub against them, and peel off as much husk as you can. Sometimes it doesn't come off with just the rubbing with the towel. And when I talk about towel, I mean a towel like this. So not just like a paper towel, but like an actual like cloth. The more coarse it is, the easier it is to get the husk taken off. So after you do that for about like 5 minutes, you can take off the husk individually with your fingers, but you can get a majority of it done just by rubbing it in the cloth. Okay, and then now I'm going to show you all the ingredients that you're going to need for the cookies. Alright everyone, so this is all the baking stuff that you need to make your mixture. Let's see here. So my oats that I processed are right here. Here is my flour. All the ingredients that you need will be listed in the description. Here's the chopped up Heath bar candy. You need some vanilla extract, some salt, baking powder, 2 sticks of butter, which is a cup. You need a cup of packed brown sugar, 2 large eggs, a half a cup of hazelnuts, a bag of small morsel Nestle chocolate chips. I like using the smaller ones. You can use the bigger ones if you want, and baking soda. So that's pretty much all you need to make these cookies. Okay, you guys, I rechecked the recipe. You actually need a cup of chopped nuts. So for me, I need 4 bags. Okay, so first thing that you need is 2 1/4 cups of flour, and I like to sift my flour I don't know, for some reason it makes the cookie taste better. I don't know the chemistry or the reason why, but I sift my flour first. So this cup can fill up to 4 cups. So I just measure out to 2 1/4 cups of flour. So I just take the sifter, put it on the cup, and then I just take my flour and then just put it through the sifter. Alright guys, so first you want to do all of the dry ingredients. So I have my rolled oats in here. Can you see it? Yeah, I have my rolled oats in here. And then you want to mix in the flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and then you're going to leave it on the side. So here is, I'm adding the flour. I don't like to add it all at once. I like to add like half or a third and then just mix it in first. I don't know, that's just the way I do it. Again, I'm not a professional baker. So for the baking powder, you want a teaspoon and then a teaspoon of the baking soda. So this is our baking soda. We put a teaspoon of that in. And then a teaspoon of the baking powder. And then you want to put a half a teaspoon of salt. So just regular table salt, half a teaspoon. And continue to mix the dry ingredients. And then you just want to set this to the side while you start using your mixer to do the wet ingredients. Alright guys, I had to pour some coffee first. I need a coffee break. So I started making cookies just for like my friends and my coworkers, and it became a hobby. So one holiday season I actually made 8 different cookies. And then I provided all these tins for all my coworkers and basically told them, fill up your tins, get whatever cookies you want, and Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, that's it. Okay, so you want to make sure that your mixer is in the down position. And ever since I started making those cookies, my family bought me this mixer, this KitchenAid mixer from Costco, for me to continue my hobby of making cookies. But I haven't made cookies in like 2 or 3 years now. But so first thing you want to do is you want to take your room temperature your room temperature butter. It's 1 cup. So when you're prepping for this, you want to make sure that you leave your butter out because you don't want it cold. You want it room temperature. And you're gonna beat them until the butter is fluffy, and I think you do add the sugars. So you want to, oh, that's what I forgot. You also need, so I have the brown sugar, but you also need white sugar or regular granulated sugar. So let me go grab that real quick. Okay, so we are all set now. So I have 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of packed brown sugar. We have 2 sticks of butter, which is 1 cup of butter, and you want to add your sugars. Here, let me show you guys what it looks like. So there's the brown sugar and the butter, and here's the granulated white sugar. And you want to beat this until it's fluffy. So I usually start off pretty low. So on my machine, I don't know if you can see it. it goes like 0 to 10. I usually start at like a 4, but just one thing to make sure is with your KitchenAid, you want to pull the knob up so that the spinner does mix. So here, let's see if I can hold this and do this at the same time. It might be loud, you guys. Try to get all this excess butter off so everything mixes well together. You want to get the sides, make sure there's nothing sticking. Okay, so you want to do it until it's fluffy. So that is not fluffy yet. You can still see chunks and lumps there. So let's mix it some more. Alright, so that's kind of the consistency that I like. And then you want to beat in the eggs and the vanilla. So that's going to take 2 hands. So let me just place you down here on the table. So to the mixture you want to add 2 large eggs. Again, you want to try to get them at room temperature if you can, if you're prepping. So make sure not to get any shells in there. Oh! Okay. Whoops. Good, no shells. And then you want to add your vanilla, but wash your hands first if you touch any eggs. Okay, let's see. Coffee break. Alright, so for the... You want to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm telling you, vanilla extract goes a long way, you guys. So that's a pretty good consistency. See? Alright, so now you want to add your dry ingredients, I believe. Yes, you want to add your dry ingredients. So I'm gonna set it to 2 and just let it mix. I don't like to add all of the dry mixture at the same time, so I just go a little bit at a time. I bet y'all didn't know I was a baker, yo. I am the one NorCal Slot Guy bakes. Maybe the food channel will see my YouTube channel and give me a baking show. But I doubt it. This is the only thing I really know how to bake. So I keep it on low during this part, just because you don't really need to mix it hard. So first thing I'm going to add is the Heath bar. And then I'll add the hazelnuts. Again, you want to do 1 cup of chopped hazelnuts. So if you do it with whole hazelnuts, you want to put it in the food processor after you take off the husks, and you want to chop it up to the same size as the chocolate chips you're using. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying seeing me every day, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday nights at 5 p.m. I post slot videos on NorCal Slot Guy. And every day in the morning between 5 and 7 in the morning, depending on what time I edit, on NorCal Slot Guy Live, my second channel, my vlog channel, I post every single day. On Monday through Thursday and Saturday and Sunday are vlogs, and Friday are special videos like this cooking video, or there's a mukbang video, which is an eating video, or even challenge videos with other of my friends. Okay, so you want to make sure you clean the sides and get everything mixed in. And we'll continue to slow stir. I'll put the rest of the hazelnuts in there. Sometimes I like to add on the other side. I don't know why. Just makes me feel like it's mixing better if I add on both sides rather than just one side. And now I just add the bag of the small semi-sweet chocolates. So this is what the batter looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a container and keep it in the fridge and let it cool down. Hey, what's up guys? I'm back from work. The office is all set up for tomorrow's grand opening and I am baking some cookies. Here is batch number 2 that we're about to bake, and let's see if the first batch is ready. Grab my mitten and let's see. So they don't look quite cooked yet now that you pull them out, but you let them rest for about 2 to 3 minutes before you put it on the cooling rack, and they actually cook more on the pan. So let's add the second one. For the recipe it says to heat up for like between, I think it's 12 to 15 minutes, but with the temperature of our oven, we've got it down to 13 minutes. So that's pretty much it. We're just gonna keep on baking. Right now we're doing the chocolate chip cookies with no nuts. We're gonna do those first, and then we'll do the ones with the hazelnuts, and then I'll show you the end. Alright, hope you guys are having a great Friday. I will talk to you guys soon.
Welcome to NorCal's channel.